No, it's all part of the fun. The boys seem like they're starting to bunch up the field a little bit now, so we'll see. Hopefully, the safety car go in after this lap. Has it?
No, I was just trying to have a look for some information. We haven't had any, but I would assume, cause of the safety car was Cullen stuck on track. I do have driver chat in the background of my headset, but
this track I've had the pleasure of being down here and watching the V8s go around here, and it's a pretty special event. You can get really close to the track. I haven't been to a lot of V8 places or V8 tracks, but this one, because it's in Melbourne, was one that I thought I'd drop in and see it all happen. And you can get right up and close, and you get some really good view, and the sound is amazing.
yeah, I never really appreciated just how loud the V8 supercars were until I was over in the Gold Coast, and where I was staying, if you're familiar with the Gold Coast, I was staying down in Broadbeach, which is right on the opposite end of the city.
Yep.
And you could hear the cars as if you were standing right beside them. It was incredible, the noise they made and how it just echoed and reverbed through the Gold Coast skyline. It was quite special, actually.
Yeah, I've been to the Formula One. It's one of my passions. That's where I got into racing. And early on in the years when they had the big engines and the very, very loud ones, and you'd think, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. The V8s were still very comparable in loudness, but now it's the V8s that are the loudest out there. They're unreal still.
Have you ever stood next to a funny car as it's firing up?
Yes. I've had the pleasure of funny cars and jet car.
The noise is one thing, but the fumes and you're choking on aviation gas. It's quite an experience, I tell you. If you ever get the chance to stand next to a drag car when they're firing it up, do it. It's just unreal. The promo.
Sorry. It's as intoxicating as it is asphyxiating.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, so the promo department safety car has pulled away. Thomas Sanderson takes control of the field, and he hasn't mucked around. He's got the jump on, and he is off. Jito Murray's gone with him. He's done pretty well. But Sanderson will take the lead into the first corner. He's opened up quite a gap under brakes. Greg Barber in third, Kyle Ridley right behind him in fourth. Dodds with a great qualifying performance. He's up one position. He's currently running in fifth.
Liveries are looking special as well. The way these guys have dressed up some of those cars in the coming weeks has been pretty spectacular. I'm loving this bit here where they come up to this really tight chicane before the hard left. That's a really good spot to drop a car in, get a bit of a pass going on, and the pace through this little S here is pretty spectacular. It looks awesome.
We made comment before, the quality of the liveries this year has really stepped up. A few too many black and blue cars for our liking, but we've got the track and thankfully these guys are all changing up their wheel colours. It does make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, true, especially when they're in the same team. Yeah, I've noticed the other night that in the Toyota 86 series, there's a lot of red and black cars. In combination red and black cars. There's a few interesting ones that look like they belong in the Daisy paddock. But
I was just going to say, you'll never not notice my car. Alrighty, we've got someone off the track there. That looks like one of the SLM cars. It's Michael Locke.
Oh,
and he's coming through. He's got big damage.
Oh.
I think we might see another safety car here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get that back to the pit lane. I mean, we saw it last night in the 86s. If you're watching the broadcast, we had a wrecked car crawl back to the pit lane, but he was stuck on the inside of the track. He couldn't get across to the pit lane. So all that effort he took to get back to the pit lane, he just couldn't find a gap to get across. And I think we might see something similar there. Yeah. He's going to try and get it back.
Get off. Once you've stopped and you're standing still in that grass, it's just like ice when you go to take off and try to get out. It's terrible. You're better off to just keep rolling and trying to get across. But these cars are really dialed in. Look how planted they look on this track. Even with over the bumps, they look really planted. Really high speed part of the course here. Some good opportunity to get some draft off these cars.
Alrighty, so we have a couple of black flags being issued from race control now on what are we on lap 7. So we have my mouse has disappeared. Come back to me, mouse. So we have Ryan Green black flag. That was for contact, lap 1, and then we also have Adam Simpson black flag. That was the turn 1, lap 1 incident we saw, and as we suggested, turning down on the car inside him, causing that collision. So Ryan Green and Adam Simpson both receiving drive-through penalties on lap 7 for lap 1 incidents.
That's opened up a little bit now. So these 4 guys at the front are starting to pull away a little bit. And you've got a little chase pack behind them, but then after that it sort of dropped off a bit. So these guys have taken a real good shunt out of the safety car and really made a good advance.
Yeah, you're quite right. The lead pack has stayed pretty tight. The battle down there for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Oh hell, down to 17th position is all pretty tight as well. So a couple of little gaps have formed off the back of the safety car, but for the most part, still very tight and close racing.
Oh yeah,
I'd love to see. Look at that train.
I'm not sure which we should refer it. Maybe it's a gravy train. This is a real tricky corner. This I really struggle with this corner, trying to get good pace up out of that corner. It's really crucial to get. It's sort of like 2 corners into one. That last bit.
I think the trick, Stephen, is to keep pointing forwards.
Entry. Yeah. So what I was saying was that last corner. It's like a double corner. You really got to get that car planted and get. It's really crucial to get a good exit out of there because you can get swallowed up on the main straight so easily.
Yeah, you've really got to take that first right-hander a little bit slower than you perhaps need to, just to give yourself enough time to reset the balance of the car and get it in for that left-hander.
Oh, Kyle Ridley's take a venture off just before the Penrite crest.
Oh, and he's taken big damage too. His rear wheels way out of the line. Yeah, look at that car.
Yeah, he's
huge damage from Kyle Ridley.
He'll be told to tow that.
Yeah, he's requesting a tow.
Yeah. He's really.
He's been told to stand by.
Yeah. So I asked the other night why they take so long to let you tow, because obviously I have good experience at towing. The reason is to make sure that everyone's clear, that all the traffic is clear, so they can see all other incidents around the place. And then also the car that tows doesn't get an advantage of coming in the pits, get a fast repair and getting back on the lead lap. In the past, the car would get back on the lead lap. So if you had fast guys up the front fighting, and they'd have that ability to basically come in, serve the tow, then get back out and then be on the lead lap still and be able to, catch the last 5 to 8 guys who are probably a lot slower than them and take an advantage. So now a towed vehicle doesn't get a wave around. It serves a lap down. It's got to fight its way through the lap down all the way through, not just through a couple of cars.
Yeah, definitely. And you saw that replay there while Stephen was explaining that. That was huge impact. Gets it sideways off the S's and hits that wall pretty hard. Understandably, the car isn't looking too pretty anymore. You just caught a glimpse of the promo department safety car there, sitting at the end of pit lane, just waiting for the leader to come around.
Yeah. This looked like there was a few cars coming through the pit, just dashed out in front of it then, didn't they? Just made their way.
So it's going to be interesting for the safety car here, because we have a couple of cars going into the pit lane, not too many. It is still quite early on, only 20 minutes in. Probably a little bit too early for a pit stop. And given that we've just had the safety car not that long ago, there'll be a little bit of fuel saving going on. So that's interesting, leaving the pit lane and passing the safety car. That car must have been a lap down. So they'll be trying to pick up Anderson, which is on screen now, coming down onto the final corner. And yep, all the lead boys are staying out.
So those of you who don't know, the safety car is stopped on the side there, so it lets the lead cars through, so we can try to catch the front car. It saves us from stopping and slowing down a whole heap to let drive-throughs and drive-bys. So that way it can catch the front lead and make it as quick as possible, because nothing worse than sitting there for 2 or 3 laps behind a safety car. If you can get them cleared past quicker just by holding up a little bit in the pit exit, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely. You get cars out of sequence, so it's good just to have safety car sit there and wait, pick up the leader. Saves a whole lot of hassle.
Yeah, especially a field like this as well, where there's a lot of fast guys. If you've got a slow guy stuck in the middle of them, odds on that in a track like this, it could cause another collision and he'll just be back in the safety car situation again. So I think he's got all these passes around. Just heard the RC boy saying there's no further action on one of the calls coming in, but it looks like the field is all bunched up again. There's a few guys still straggling. It amazes me sometimes how people forget that they've got to be like 3 seconds apart, and then all of a sudden they take off and then there's impact.
Yeah,
I think we saw it this week at in the Formula 3s. It was an unfortunate incident. The boys had an impact as we went green. It's like we do with all our sponsors.
hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
under safety car on the main straight. We'll see if we can get Toddy to flick back on a replay there. There was a bit of contact. Under safety car on the main straight. Yeah, we'll see if we can pull up a replay. Oh, you might not be able to have it reset the overlays. Oh no, we're going to get it. Yeah, there we go.
It looks like Mr. Sanderson spun, or no? Maybe he's done it for himself. Oh, Pete's hit him. Didn't I just mention this a few minutes ago?
Yep, that's exactly what we were just talking about.
Oh no! Look, you know what? It's never intentional. It's just one of those things that happens. I think Pete's just taken his eye off the ball for a minute then. Yeah, it's probably a message from the missus or something like that. Or in my case, it's the other night I nearly did it, and my VR decided to drop my setting position, so I was staring at my dashboard. Yeah, so I went from steering wheel position, looking at the window, to looking at my steering wheel. It was quite fun. Lucky it was under safety car and there was no accident because I could just quickly hit the reset button. But
Tell you what though, last night was the first time I've ever had a hardware failure. I don't know what I did, but I knocked the cable out of the wheel, and I ended up in the fence during qualifying. I'm glad it was qualifying and not the race.
yeah, that's always a good thing. So we've got a few viewers out there. If there's someone you want to see, please let us know. Let us know if you've got a team you're supporting. Also, like and subscribe. You've got a potential of winning a racecraft rig and seat worth the value of $1,800. So we will be drawing when we hit the 1,000 subscribers point. Anyone within that 1,000 subscribers will be eligible to win. We will be drawing it out, and we'll do a bit of a special event of it all. So there's a bit of a song and dance about who's winning it. But like and subscribe. Let us know if you want us to talk about anyone you're watching, and ask us any questions you want to know, anything you want to know at all. If I can answer it on a public forum, I will.
Alrighty, so it looks as though the field has found its way back into somewhat of an order, although still plenty of incidents being called in during the safety car period from the drivers. Alrighty, so just had confirmation from Tyson in the safety car that this could be a bit of a long safety car because of that crash during the safety car and a couple of different incidents. They're looking at race control and just trying to make sure they deal with the penalties early rather than restart the field and have to start issuing drive-throughs a few laps later. So we are getting a couple of the minor ones being brushed aside, and they're sort of looking at the more serious incidents. Yeah, well, I mean, Matty up 22, he didn't really qualify, so
Yeah.
he's had a good run through the field. There's been a couple of incidents that he's benefited from.
Yeah. Pickett and Greg Johnson have done well too. He's you know what, this series has really improved. I think this series and the TCR series has improved Greg Johnson's driving ability. He's starting to he's always had good defensive racecraft, but now he's starting to get good pace. Had a good chat with Dougie today, actually. So cheers to Dougie for reaching out to me today, and just a bit of a chin wag about how much fun he's having. He's driving 3 series this season, the 86s I think it is, F3s and this, and he's having an absolute ball. So it's good to hear when drivers are having fun.
So we now have bit of sass there from race control.
Is that the last?
Yeah, so just a couple of drives. Yeah, a couple of wave rounds just being actioned now.
Yeah.
That race control have got everything back under control. So that's Cullen Hodgkinson, the first of the waiver rounds.
Yeah.
Braden O'Loughlin. That is Locke in the SLM car.
Mr. Leaks on Mr. Leak is out on YouTube saying go TGR. He's doing well, mate. You should be in there spotting him. He's got a fair bit of traffic around there. Mr. Johnson is doing well, and he probably needs your support, Leaky. Yeah.
Oh, There's been a crash on the back straight.
Again?
It
What
sounds
the
like
hell are these guys doing tonight? No, the track's not green. They had one more wave around, which was Peter Pav, and
yeah.
Ryan Green went off. Okay, he's had all sorts the last 2 nights, hasn't he? Actually, Ryan Green looks like my neighbour.
He's had the car unsettled.
He's just put the gas down. You know what? That spot is one of the worst spots to turn around. It's so tight.
Tell me about it. I've been upside down there.
Yeah, they're not too far from going now, so hopefully they'll the drivers, after being in this food train of cars,
safety car light.
hopefully everyone will take it easy
out
and get this around nice and clean. No more weaving. Guys are getting ready. It's under control from the lead car at 80 kilometres, and once he gets near that straight, he's got the opportunity of taking off at any point and trying to get a break on the cars behind him. A good driver does it really well. Let's see how Sanderson does.
Yeah, that was a pretty long safety car. Lots there for RC to unpack. It is just the two of them tonight. And of course, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Fritzy fairly new within the RC team here at SRW. So a lot of work going on for those two, especially when Tyson's in the car. He can't be reviewing stuff while he's driving. So plenty of action going on. Race Control have done a pretty good job, really, considering. And Sanderson's got the jump out of the corner. Jet Murray stuck right with him. Oh wow, he's really pulled away.
Yeah. The front two have got a bit of a gap on the third and fourth. Oh, there's a nice little pass
Dodds
there.
and a short sandwich.
Oh, geez, this car sounds good. I wish this sort of series raced at Sandown in real world, because it would be awesome to watch. I think it'd be pretty good with these cars, more than 24 cars.
Yeah, it's the same with Formula One. I'd like to see more Formula One cars on the grid. I believe the rumour was we were going to get 2 more cars on the Formula One grid, but I'll believe that when we see it.
I think by 2026 we'll probably have 4 more. That's my opinion.
I mean, more cars always makes for more exciting. Maybe not so much in Formula One if they've got less money, but certainly in supercars. I remember way back in the day when you had 30-car grids, 30-car plus grids. It was really exciting to watch.
Yeah, these two side by side are going to be a bit of a race to the edge. No, he's
attitude trying to get past
him there. He must be feeling a bit rusty behind the wheel. He hasn't been doing as much driving as he has the last few seasons, has he?
No, he's been on too many fishing exhibitions.
Yeah. Oh, that was close. Is he going to be able to stick this move?
He's got a bit of a run.
Out of that corner, didn't he? And he's got the drag. He had the drag of his teammate. His teammate's gone left, and he's lost the drag, and it's gone to the juice vehicle. Then
he's going to try and set him up.
Yeah, that is a cool. Oh, looks like
he's deep on the brakes there. He's done it.
Nice move, nice racing. Good camera work there, Chef Toddy.
There's some smoke in the background.
Someone has gone off at that final corner, but we don't know who. And I hope there's not another safety car coming out. Oh, I hope it wasn't Greg, was it? Did we give him the Moz? He's giving him a bit of extra. Oh no! See, this is it. See, Greg's trying to get out of the way, right? But because he's in a really bad spot. But the thing is, if you hold your brakes, get around you. If you're moving, you're a moving target. So I'm not sure. I reckon
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he's going to get one for not holding the brakes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get through.
Yeah. Look, when you're in that position, it's really hard not to move because you've got all these cars coming. All you want to do is get out of the way because you don't want to stuff up no one's race. But the rule is, if you're a spun vehicle and you're on the track, you've got to hold your brakes so people can get around you. That's what the ruling is. So it's a tough one because your instinct is to get out of the way. Unfortunately, he's probably caused another 2 taps there.
Yeah, real busy night in race control. Drivers are on the comms constantly. There's plenty going on. We might have to pull in. Race control a little bit later on if the dust settles and have a bit of a chat with them. Always good to throw Tyson up in the booth.
That corner that down the very end where these guys are coming to now. Yeah, so these 2 guys, Jet's right on the back of Sanderson. He's not giving him any room to breathe at all. Jet's a fairly young fella, and he's starting to his adventure in real world driving too. So
yeah, he's so quick in everything too. Oh, and Hughesy's got in front.
So Hughes behind Barber now. So the gaps have, apart from the front 2, the gaps have opened up a little bit between the cars. Not a hell of a lot, but they're around the 3/10s to 4/10s now. But these 2 at the very front, they're virtually they're going to reach away from it. Looks like they're 2 seconds away from the next pack.
Yeah, and you see there, Boylette's got in front of Dodds. Gray's chasing him down, and he's got the train behind him. And no further action between 91 and 222. Self-penalised was the call there. Who's watching the stream on the team? I can hear myself.
Am I right if has Greg Johnson served a drive-through?
If he has, he's done it.
He done a drive-through or is it pitted? So that was a drive-through. Okay, so he must have got one for the incident. It doesn't come up on my screen as a penalty.
Nah, I think he may have done it on his own accord.
Okay, so he's had a quick in and out. That car looks like it's probably needed some love.
Still not right.
Rob Bradbury's rear end, his car's a bit butchered as well. So you can see on the space on the map, top right hand corner, how compact that field really is at the moment. You've got 2 cars in the pits at the moment, but everyone else is really 5/10 apart at the most. So if you make a mistake, you go into the back of the grid at the moment. There's 28 seconds between the front and the last car. So going into the pits, you're going to come out at the very back end as well.
Oh, Jonathan Kiley's beached his car.
Yeah, he's beached it. He's got some nice rear damage to that Audi.
And he's requested a tow. He can't get it out.
Oh, no.
So it's looking like we're going to have another safety car.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SRW Safety Car Show, brought to you by Promo Department.
And I think, oh no, they're not going to call a safety car.
Oh, cool. They've got him out of the way.
He was far enough off the track that he's just been cleared to tow.
Excellent.
So racing will continue. Tyler Sheaf was black flagged. I'm not quite sure why. I'll see if I can pull that up on the race control report.
So Tyler's in the front car, Whiskey Runner's car. Can't see him doing anything wrong at this point.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused on that one. Unless he's had a... Oh, did he make contact with the car then? Just after we cut away.
Yeah, but that's yeah, that's a bit,
Because at that point...
a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, at that point, Tyler's in an incident. It's his responsibility to rejoin, even though it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
I don't know. Interesting.
It's one of those ones.
It's a tough one.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Braden O'Loughlin's car doesn't look very flash either from the back end. He looks like he's had some attention to himself. But you know what? These two up front, they're just enjoying it, aren't they? Sanderson and Jet. I'll tell you what, Sanderson, halfway through last season, Sanderson, I think, had a jump, or maybe just a confidence level jump. Like I watched Philip Holland against Matty Jones, and he was putting up a stellar fight for about 10 or 15 laps. And actually, Matty Jones spun out. And I think Sanderson later on had a bit of an incident with another car, which cost him the win. But I'll tell you what, since that race, his level has improved, and I can see him here tonight. He's up front again.
And Doug Gowans drive-through penalty for contact. I think we saw that one on stream not long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can see there on the intervals just how close the racing is. There's heaps of yellow and orange times up there. That means they're within half a second at maximum. So plenty of little battles happening throughout the top 20 right now.
It looks like a lot of them are settling into a groove as well now.
Yeah, and I think too a lot of them are getting down on their fuel. We're approaching that halfway mark very shortly.
Already?
Yeah, well, it's time's flying by. We're 42 minutes in now. And Sandown does tend to be a little bit of a higher burn rate, plenty of long straights. Those quicker guys will definitely be clutching in down the straights, trying to save fuel at this point. If you jump on board with the likes of Husey or Barber, and there's been contact, Bradbury and one of the Whitey Spice cars back in the field.
Oh, I'd love some KFC right now.
Yeah, every time, it just makes you hungry.
Car 61. Car 61, not holding brakes, unsafe rejoin. I'm assuming that's Mr. Leak.
Yeah, so that's...
I meant not Mr. Leak, I apologise, Mr. Leak, you're watching. That's the other Greg.
Yeah, so that's two incidents there. One for not holding the brakes and the second one for an unsafe rejoin. And this incident we're just watching on stream now on the replay is currently being called into race control as well.
That's going to be a tough one, isn't it? That was a bit of a over-under.
The crisscross gone wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
But look at if we stay with Bradbury just for just a second, look at how long it takes them to get back on track. This car's rolling down the hill.
Really, it's terrible out there, especially when you've lost
anything.
Oh no, that's not very good rejoining.
Oh, you'll get away with that.
Oh, he might get one for that as well.
I think he might just get away with that, to be fair.
Yeah. Car 80 and car 1, lap 23, no further action. Boylet is still moving up from 23, so he's slowly making his way up. Sanderson and Murray have just kept at it. They just have not stopped the fight. I think Jet is he's in a good rhythm behind him, and he's just making his moment, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think just listening to some of the driver comms, we might have some lap traffic to contend with at the moment as well.
Yeah.
So I just heard Adam Hughes there thanking some of the lap traffic for getting out of the way. on the blue flag call there. So something else to watch.
From experience, this track is really hard to get out of the way for a fast car. It really is. You don't really have much of an opportunity. You've got to try to pick a point where the traffic slows down a little bit, maybe go a little bit wider in a corner or something. It's a tough one.
Yeah, or you've kind of got to wuss out down the straight and sort of lift your ass.
Yeah, 100%. On the back straight before the elbow is always a good spot.
And just to give you guys a bit of a heads up too, the timer on screen saying 41.5 minutes. The actual race time has just crossed over 45, so when we had a little overlay issue, we've obviously lost 4 minutes of time there. I don't know if that's something that can be reset, but
Doddsy pits.
Doddsy first into the pit lane.
Okay, so this could set up the trend. Car 24, drive-through penalty. Alan Dawson. So Jet Murray is sitting, what is it? 1/10 behind him at the moment. It's crazy how close he drives.
Yeah, absolutely nothing in it.
Yeah.
So lap 29, Dodd's the first car into the pits. The 91 car of Tyson Styles also in the pit lane as well.
What are we at? We're lap 30 out of a possible, how many are you expecting? Probably another 25 odd?
Yeah, I think we're looking sort of in that sort of 55 to 60 lap. Excuse me, in that sort of 55 to 60 lap range.
Yep. So we've got a few
we're talking about.
Yeah. Jet as he's that's one thing he's really good at. Is if you go look at that corner, he's just maintained distance all the way through. Great driving by Sanderson. The pressure must be intense.
Yeah, it's got to be hard when you've got someone that close to you all the way around. And even for Jet, knowing that he's got both Barber and Husey right behind him as well, not right behind, but, next on track.
Yeah. Well, there's a 3-second gap between those guys. And I think Husey and Barber need to start working a bit more more together to try to catch these guys.
Yeah,
a lot of pressure on them as well. But you know what? It's early. Oh no, car 24 going for his drive-through has actually stopped in his pit box, so he can't serve that incident as a drive-through. Oh, poor bugger. Yeah, that's, you know what? I've done that at least twice. Just a brain fade. Yeah, yeah. So Boylette's right up now. He's caught Husey. It looks like he has served his drive-through penalty. So
I think race control
nearly stopped.
I think race control gave him the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah. He's still the momentum. Yeah. That's good. I hate when people have to suffer stuff like that. It's just like going into the pit lane and just a fraction over your speed limit and having to sit 40 seconds. That sucks.
Oh, I see Jake Edwards' photo's been updated on the stream. Looking good there.
Jakey, where's that big Kev?
Oh wow, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about it earlier when race control had not much to do. We'd bring them in. They've brought themselves in. Tyson, mate, welcome to the stream. Pretty busy first half of the race for you guys up there in the RC booth.
I can breathe.
Finally.
I must say wow. I didn't think Sandown was going to bring out this much action, and it definitely has. So we're 50 minutes into the race and only just got all our reviews started. It was a lot there at the start, and it was a hectic start and a lot of cool crashes, but wow.
I think this is probably, out of all the Sandowns we've done since we've done the 50 lapper, this has probably had the longest safety car so far for the last, say, 12 months.
Yeah, that's right. I was communicating with my other race controller, Fritzy, just to say, hey, we need to get these tickets that we had. We had about 5 tickets still outstanding. So I said, just take your time, man. Grind through them and just keep me updated.
I'm going to interrupt you there, Tice. We've just had Greg Johnston retire with some damage. He's pulled in and retired. And Tyson Styles has dropped out due to packet loss, but I do believe he was sitting in the pit lane with a pretty hefty repair. So 2 cars now out of the race. Yeah, I've actually got iRacing running on my PC for the first time in feels like months, and I've been listening to the race comms in the background.
Oh, that's a nice little move. Jet Murray's making a move on the outside of the crisscross. So see how he gets his takeoff through the last corner.
He's got the
already. He's got a great. He's got an awesome takeoff. He's going to get him by the end here. Oh, nice move.
He's done that really well.
He's found an opening.
Yeah, he hasn't got the move done yet, and it's a great defensive line. He's ran all the way down the fence to make sure he couldn't go past it. He's done a crisscross, but this Audi car just doesn't want to let him go, and Jet's sitting behind him going, mate, I'm coming past.
That closing of the door at the beginning of that straight, I thought he was going to get jammed in there. that was pretty awesome on both drivers.
And Jet's giving him a bit of a headlight flash there at the same time too.
Just a friendly reminder that he's there. As if he didn't know
Jet
already.
Get the same takeoff out of this corner here like he did the last if not this corner, the very last one before the big left-hander, and get a good takeoff like he just did then in that last lap, that would be spectacular.
It looks like he's trying to maximise the exit, so the draft down the straight is going to help Jet, and I think he's going to be a little bit too far back, but with the Porsche he's got a really good straight line, so we'll see what he does.
And they're going to catch up to Pavlovic this lap too, I would think.
Yeah, we've got the last unlapped car is Callum Hodgson at the moment, Harry Dodds. Harry's not having much of a race at the moment.
Well, I didn't even know what happened to Harry, because he was sitting up in the top 10, sitting 4th or 5th for a very long time. Oh, of course, he was the first one to pit, yeah.
Okay.
So he's not recovered very well. No one else has pitted yet, so...
The problem with this track is you pit in the wrong place, you get stuck in traffic, and it's hard to pass some of these blue cars, and it just slows the hell down. Not that I've passed a car in the last 12 months.
I was going to say, but you said it yourself.
I saw you yesterday.
Hey, hang on a minute, I'll take that back. I passed a few cars last night. That was an epic drive.
No, actually no, we'll correct him. Stephen actually does pass cars. When he gets the wave around from the safety car, he passes the entire field, and that's the only time he passes cars. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you to it. Good call.
Get the hell out of here.
We might check back in a bit later on with you at the end of the race.
Sound good, boys.
Catch you later, Tice. Look, this battle between Jet and God, hang on.
Here he is. They've still got the pressure on him. They haven't stopped, have they?
Yeah, no, Jet still all over the back of Thomas. He's really trying hard. You see him tucked into the slipstream again.
That last corner. I can't remember what the name is. The double left-hander before the straight.
Oh, he's backed out of it.
Yep. It was a smart move.
I think they'll pit together.
Yeah.
If Jet's got the fuel, he will follow Tom in.
This is the key. This is the key. The takeoff out of this point here. Oh no, Murray's lost traction. Murray lost traction then. So his rear end slip out a little bit.
And you see Boylette's got Hughes there. Barber's got the push now.
Oh, so we missed Hughesy getting passed by Boylette.
Those two have had a great battle back there, Boylette and Hughes.
And this is a back marker. Is it Pavlovic in the way?
Yeah, Pavlovic in the middle.
Yeah.
Expect to see Pavlovic pull off to the left here and let these boys past. Oh no,
Hughiesy's got the inside, has he?
On the outside. Jack Edwards got into the pit lane.
Oh, that was a quick duck around Peter Pav there, wasn't it? He didn't. He should have slowed up a bit more than Pete. He got in the way a little bit there. Yeah, he should have slowed down a bit then because Hughesy really had to work to get behind Boylette then.
Howard's gone into the pit lane. That's his first stop. His first stop.
Bad thing.
Couple of blinks there from Boylette too. That's the last thing you want to see.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is going to sound a little bit left field, but I wonder if whoever set the race up tonight has forgot to put fuel restriction on. Because we're approaching 60 minutes now, and that's pretty much a full tank of fuel. Usually these guys run a 75% fuel handicap, and as we're approaching the hour mark, I do just question if the handicap is on. Looking
No,
through,
it's not.
It's not our fuel limits. No, it is fuel limit 70%.
Fuel level is at 72 litres. So I'd say that I'd say there might have been an error made. I think you might be spot on there. It's a good pickup.
I do notice that the Ferrari has the fuel limit applied.
Oh no.
I think Harry may have... Was it another car going off as well as we cut away?
Yeah. Because they're back in that back corner. There's a juice car stuck against the wall.
I think that's Harry stuck in the corner against the wall. Oh
no. Oh,
That's
that was Sanderson.
That's our race leader and Styles. And safety car has been called. That's a very rare mistake from Tyson Styles.
So Sanderson's gone to the pits, obviously, because we missed that. And then Jet stayed out. And as Sanderson's finding his way through, he's got the inside of... Who was it?
It was Sanderson and Styles.
Oh, he got the inside of Styles.
Sorry.
I don't know if
Sorry, Edwards. Sorry. I was getting my Whitey's bias cars confused. Oh right, yeah, track that one up. So Jonathan Corley was the car that went off in the background. You see the incident there unfolding in the background, and the 78 car of Jonathan Kiley.
Yep. Safety car's been called. Everyone's tucking in for a pit stop. It looks like there's about 8, 9.
No, that's Sheafy. That's Tyler Sheaf. It's Jim Murray.
Oh, he's made a beautiful clearance of that.
And that's Greg Barber getting past him. So Greg Barber's actually on track.
So Greg Barber's taken the inside line. Jet Murray has gone drifting around that parked vehicle. That was a sensational move by Jet Murray. So Barber has got himself in the top spot. Jet's still behind him. Boylette in third. Hughes in fourth. Sanderson's made his way back to fifth, but I guess we still have to see if there's going to be what the decision is between those two.
There won't be a rejoin. There won't be a redress, but I don't know. We'll have to watch that replay back again because Sanderson could even be at fault there because he was the one making the pass. He came in very hot.
He came in very hot and used the outside vehicle as a bit of a brake.
So this is the replay now.
That's Tyson Styles in the white car.
That's Jake Edwards.
He's come from very far back.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was on a very shallow line. Nah, it's not netcode.
No?
Sanderson's coming on a very shallow line. It's kind of similar in a way to my drive-through penalty last night, really. You sort of just treat the... treat the blue flag. Tyson's still entitled to make that corner, though.
He's got Jake Edwards. Yeah. So
why do you stop his cut?
That's a bit hard from that angle. Look, you know what? I'm going to leave that to the boys downstairs and let them go. Everyone's pitted. So we've got another gravy train now. We've still got 20... How many cars we got on track now? 27 cars on track still. Styles is still there. No, he's out. So 27 cars on track. We've lost 4 cars.
Greg Johnston's out. So 27, I think, is on track. Yeah.
We've lost Tyson Styles and Greg Johnson. Yeah. So they're doing the waiver rounds now.
And the lights are out. So they've done, I think, 1 car got a waiver round. Yep. The lights are out and we're going green straight away. Yeah, Murray's flashed a couple of times.
Greg Barber's got himself into a good position. Gardner's got himself up 11 places. Pickett's got himself up 14 places, which is sensational. There's some good movers and shakers out there. I'll tell you what, some of the boys have got some good spots.
Yeah, Peter Pavlovic in a really awkward spot there.
Yeah,
4th on track.
7, yeah.
Matty Keane, one of those drivers, as I've said a couple of times already tonight, just always in the area at the end of the race.
Yeah, he's
a very quiet. He's a quiet achiever.
His driving style is very similar to, not as smooth, but very similar to Bruce Tannock. He pops into your left mirror, pops into your right mirror, like a bit of a boxer. Yeah, left, right. And then all of a sudden he's pounced on you and gone through. Bruce does the same thing, but Bruce is silky smooth, man. He's Matty Keane's a little bit more aggressive on the wheel. Not more aggressive
on the restart. He's held the field up a little, and he's got the jump. He's got the 2 LMR Esports guys behind him. Pavlovic sitting in a really awkward spot with Hughesy behind. Does he let Hughesy through? Yeah, he doesn't give it away.
Held it.
And he left himself vulnerable to Gray. Yeah, Pickett, Keane, Oliver, all coming through.
That looks spectacular, guys. 2 wide by 2 wide. Oh, who's going to pull out of that corner? Oh no!
Oh, there's more contact.
Dylan Gray and Matty Keane both came out of that. I don't know, someone lost control big time. I'm going to be hearing about this one after the race.
Yeah, Nathan Gardner, Matty Keane come together. They both yielded. That really started back before the S's, to be fair. Neither of them had control coming into the S's. It's going to be a tough call for race control there because both cars made contact at different times. We'll watch the replay.
I know there's a...
So you see
around as well.
Pickett's in there as well. Matty Keane doesn't make the corner right from the get-go. So Matty didn't even attempt to make the corner.
Oh, he's got Airborne trying to avoid him on the left.
Yeah, and Pickett's had to try and avoid him. Gardner's been caught up in the aftermath here, coming through now. So Gardner's tried to drive around, and it looks like he's put a wheel on the grass. Yeah, he has.
Oh, there's the Merc front grille. Do you think those guys in the fire engine behind would get out and do something?
There's quite a bit to unpack there for race control. We are still green, though. Everyone's managed to get back on track.
Yeah, they're still going flat out. They're nice slots, right? Yeah, Greg Barber is still out front. Jet Murray and Matty Boyler, Adam Hughes, they're all tight as thieves up front. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's been a few. I mean, wow, there's a few incidents here and there tonight. But so here, has he got a tap in the back? No. So Matty's hit the curb a little bit.
Jack's actually made the corner, kind of, but he's moved over to give Matty Keane room.
Space,
so Jack's not really done much wrong there. He's tried his best.
Yeah.
If anything, Matty Keane will have an iRacing slowdown for cutting the corner. And I think it'll be very harsh if they penalise Gardner because he's just trying to get around him and he's lost control on the grass. So don't know.
R97, Jake Edwards getting a black and white flag, a warning flag for not obeying a blue flag. Wow. Yeah. As I said, it's a tough track to get out of the way on. It really is. So you can really unsettle your car. 088's got a drive-through for contact.
So Anderson has got a drive-through penalty for contact with Tyson Style. Why don't I say Tyson? Jake Edwards.
With Jake Edwards, mate. Jake Edwards.
Mate, Tyson, I know you're not racing, but if you're listening, mate, you can't buy this kind of airtime.
Yeah, I think that was a Matty Keane coming out of the pits just then.
Alrighty, so 30 minutes, or just under 30 minutes left to go.
A lot of action.
And so it's Crisscross and Aliamar currently leading the teams battle here. You see Crisscross 1 and 4th, Aliamar 2 and 3, and they're all Porsches. So the Porsche's really dominating here tonight as all this is played out.
Oh no!
But some great driving from these guys as well. Oh, Jake Edwards has had an off track. Has he towed without permission there?
No, he's still there. He's still waiting.
Oh no!
Yeah.
And
his rear end is collapsed in on his tyres there.
That probably will be another safety car.
No,
yes,
another safety car.
It's See, now I disagree. Oh, so you guys didn't hear that, of course. So Jet Murray, they're just coming over race control saying he's being brake checked through the chicane. Now, I'm sorry, but you're racing, and you're not gonna. You can't say you're being brake checked in a braking zone. It's an unusual call there.
Yeah.
I have to sort of. I don't want to criticise, but it's sort of a bit of an odd call.
Yeah, it's that. Depending on which chicane, if it's a chicane near the end, it's a very fluid one. You're not really. The only times you're really putting your brake on is to really get balance back in your car, not to brake it to get the nose down.
Yeah, and that's a difference in driving style too.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
exactly. Yeah,
you've got to be
He's
aware of that.
close. Yeah, he's that close that yeah. 97 is towing. Poor bugger.
Yeah. Oh, and Ryan Green's missing a toe now as well.
Green needs a tow as well.
He's found himself off the track. It's not been a very good night for the Whitey's Pies Porsches. This will be Ryan Green.
Ryan's had a tough few nights, I think.
Yeah, Ryan's had a tough night tonight as well, actually. This would be probably the second or toe I think he's had tonight.
Yeah, he had a few.
He's lost the
last night as well, didn't he? What did he do? Oh, he's lost the rear end.
He's gone to hang out with Jake.
Oh no! Oh, big on parking. Big on parking. Oh well, the action still goes on. There's
down there
people watching out there. We haven't forgotten you out there, viewers in YouTube and Facebook land. If you've got any questions, please ask. If you want someone you want to see on screen, please ask. We're trying to give everyone a go from the top to bottom. Don't forget our stream sponsors while the safety car's going round. Rim Industries for their fantastic V8 tables and all their other things that they make out of V8 components. It was pretty cool. Toyo Sim rigs for your entry-level DD drives and pedals. Fantastic gear to get onto. Sim rigs, which sell the amazing Sim rigs, Sim Magic products as well. They've been on board for the last 2 weeks. Can't forget Warren and Brown Tools. 120 years of torque wrenches, which still last. And I saw one the other day when I was visiting the boys that is 60 years old, and they were recalibrating it and still people using it, which was a spin out. Last but not least, Melville Equipment, who do all sorts of fantastic rail manufacturing equipment and cutting equipment and stuff like that. And my little tiny business of promo department. I don't think I've missed anyone, but if I have, don't worry, I'll catch up in the next few minutes. We've done racecraft. We did them as well. Yeah, racecraft chairs and rigs and everything that we do with them. Love you guys to like and subscribe so that we can give away that amazing rig. I can't wait to give it away. So please like and subscribe. I want to get us to 1,000 as soon as possible.
Well, I mean, we predicted sort of 55 to 60 laps. We'll have just about 15 minutes to go by the time we go green again. And I think we're looking pretty well bang on with 6 laps. Yeah, 6 or 7 laps to go.
It's going to be a sprint. It's going to be a sprint.
It's going to be a sprint to the finish. I still can't get over the interior of those crisscross cars.
Yeah. These guys' tyre condition and temperature is going to be really important after this safety car goes in. If they haven't got them up to temperature, they're going to struggle, and it's going to be a key, especially for these front 5.
Actually, you can't really see it from the way Toddy's got that camera, but for those of you who don't know the inside joke, there we go, that's the one. Crisscross Racing team leader Stephen McCartan there up on the dashboard. I'll just take this little opportunity to congratulate him, of course, this weekend. Very big weekend for him. He's getting married. So Stefan and Dawn, congratulations on your impending wedding.
Is that the
I won't be there, but I'll definitely be drinking for you.
Yeah, that was the final march, I think. The final post I was giving him. No, in all seriousness, good luck, mate. He was out there trying to do some work today and come in tonight. I don't know even why he was even planning to coming in tonight and working. He had more important things to do. Maybe it was just nerves he wanted to release. There goes Mr. Locke, blast the wave arounds. And the safety car will go in after this lap.
Oh, there's a bit of brake checking going on at the back. Bit of confusion.
How hard is it to follow the leader?
Proving very difficult. Proving very difficult.
Yeah. So the safety car will go in. We'll see the lights turn. Lights are out as we speak. Safety car will pull away. So Greg Barber will lead the field from here on in. There'll be no more waving between the cars, so no more cars are allowed to weave left and right to keep their tyres warm. It's up to Mr. Barber to put the foot down. The key is also you can't pass a car till you pass the start-finish control line. So people have got to watch that as well. Especially if Greg goes in early, you've still got to stay in behind each other.
And this is where the team game will come in. Adam will know exactly when Greg's going to drop the hammer. He'll be looking at trying to make a jump after the control line, get a run into turn 1. Greg will definitely be communicating with Adam about trying to give him a chance to make a position off this restart. Yeah.
Oh, he's banking them up,
boys.
Really banking them up. How fast is he doing at this point? It looks like he's doing about 90. Here he goes. He's sitting on it. He's sitting on it. When will he go?
He'll be waiting for the word.
And he's on the green.
He's done a very good job there. He's got the position. He's got one. He might be looking at getting both.
Question is, did Husey break the control line?
Oh,
I think Husey's breaking the control line and he's lost. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Chip Murray's requesting a tow. Looking like there was not much room left there from either of them, really. Chip Murray, he is totaled.
That was a good start.
Look at that.
Went terribly wrong.
I don't want to play devil's advocate here, and I don't want to play the whole, support my teammate card. But I do sort of wonder if, Boylett and Murray were a little bit too quick trying to call in the incident on race control for the control line jump, and perhaps just not quite as focused on making the corner.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's from us. They might not even know. I mean, obviously they did notice it, but I don't know. Where the slide came from.
They were very, very quick to get on the comms to race control to say that Adam had jumped at start.
Is there not really anything wrong with that, to be honest. It's like you want to get in there quickly, maybe before the corner. It's
It's not a lot of room when you're on the brakes trying to make that corner, especially when they know that Adam's going around the outside.
Oh, there's a bit of tapping in the back there with Alan Dawson and one of the SLM boys as well.
Yeah, there was another incident in the corner that was called in. Yeah, and that's the result of it there.
Jason Chin's gone around as well.
Now Gowan's caught up there. So I do believe we're still green.
We are still green. Yes, we are. Yeah, that's a tough one. That one. It does look like Husey has come across him a bit, but again, I'm not an expert. I'll leave that to race control.
It does look as though Adam's lost control up on the curb there.
Yeah,
lit the rears up a little bit.
Yeah. Let's keep going. We've still got Greg Barber and Boylett. Yeah. So Barber and Boylett are going for it at the back end here. Dylan Gray's in the pocket seat. He's got himself all the way to third there.
Yeah, Jacket makes the position up.
Adam Simpson, one of the fishy boys, absolute legend, on board. He's putting the pressure on now.
Oh, he's right up the back, Adam Simpson of Jay Pickett. His launch isn't too bad either.
And our previous leader, Thomas Sanderson, putting the pressure on Adam Simpson from the back as well.
Sanderson's made his way back after having that incident and coming through the pits, and he just, I don't know, he just ended up in the back there. But yeah, it's good to see he's worked his way back up to towards the top end of the field. I'm not sure what that logo is. It must be a gaming thing. I can't really see it on my screen.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, it could be must be a Twitch handle or something.
Yeah, it looks like something like that. That is actually arrow. Yeah, that's the arrow.
So, if I just heard that correctly, the incident between Murray and Husey was deemed as no further action.
Yeah, it was netcode.
Yeah. What?
Mr. Hughes has got a black and white flag for the use of obscenities.
I was listening to that chat and I didn't even hear what he said.
I don't know, but I'm kind of glad I didn't hear it, because he's got a black flag, but he's going to get slapped on the wrist by me as well. So anyone who's watching, yes, I will be slapping him on the wrist with a warning, just like we do to everyone who says profanities over the radio. But these guys are still battling like crazy. It's Boylett is really putting some pressure on. Sanderson's in there in a great position. Oh, reversed by 2 going through that corner. Great control and great space left by all 4 guys. It's going to be who gets the best grip out of this last corner down the main straight. Oh, what a fantastic grip out by Boylett. Boylett was right on the back there. That's not Boylett. That's sorry. That's Pickett. Yeah. Have a look at this fight here, guys. The distance between those 2 cars is, it's now 3/10, but it would have been less than 1/10 at one point. Yeah.
Definitely a good little battle going on here.
It looks like Jet Murray car was beyond repair, and he's exited the server. He's actually put on here unlucky. Yeah, it was a tough one, mate. That could have gone either way, but netcode. I wish iRacing would get rid of netcode. That is the biggest pain in the arse everywhere.
Wow, yeah, exactly. It's taken a very long time. The comment bot on the restream bot is not working on Discord. Nah.
Yeah, we are. We're lap 58. We've got Fox says we've got Anderson's made a trippity. He's beached it on that one. No, he's got it off. He's got it off. He's got it off. He's got it off. But that's cost him a lot of places. A lot of places. Shows how low those bloody cars are.
Yeah. From what, 5th down to 18th? That was a very costly mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, he's like, what is that? That's not even 2 tenths, 1.5 tenths. Is he going to make it on the inside there? They're going to, no, he's changed his mind. Barbara's doing a great job at defending and staying in front. There's a lot of pressure there by Boylett. He's putting in a really good drive to come down through the field from 26. Brendan O'Loughlin is received the black flag as well.
I can't wait to read the race report tomorrow morning. It's going to be a very long document.
Oh, he's having a bit of a look. Unsettles the car these few corners here. You can really make a lot of pace in there, but you can also lose a lot by unsettling the car. So here it comes. This is my nemesis, this next corner. Right here. This is where you need to get a good exit. Oh, Jack Pickett's gone around. Oh, no.
Been some contact on that battle pack for 5th place. Jack Pickett finds himself dropping down the timing chart now.
Yep, he spun it. Okay, so yeah, he didn't get much. A fantastic run out of there. They're pretty much at the same pace.
Oh, he
But the
got a
pressure's
little
on.
bit of a gain.
Yeah, pressure is on. We could be coming up to the last few laps here now. We're at 60 laps.
Yeah, 1:25.17 is the official race time.
Adam Simpson's just got himself a drive-through for contact on number 16. Have a look
Very
how close
close.
this battle here is. That was a nice little pull out there. Oh, well done.
Great pass
That
from
was a
Lamb.
great move. Was that Lamb?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that was a fantastic move on
I was
Dodgy
just about
there.
to say, Dodds has done pretty well to get back up into the top 5, but great pass there from Lamb. Dodds ain't giving up.
He got right up close and just tucked out as he needed to. Took as much out of that drag as possible. But will he be able to maintain it down
Ridley
the
behind.
behind him?
Yeah, plenty of talent in behind.
Yeah.
4 minutes to go, couple of laps at most, I would think.
Yeah, Sanderson's already working his way up, working some magic through there.
So
Every
we're on
year
lap-
he's got a,
How is it saying lap 61?
oh, Matty Keane
Oh,
just
yeah.
made a move on Harry Dodds as well. Yeah, he's just made a pass there. Yeah, he just snuck that in.
Hey, Kyle Ridley will be looking to get a move done as well. He's very quick. He's a good passer.
Yeah. What's Matty in? Matty's in the
In the McLaren.
McLaren. Oh, we were bagging the crap out of that car, weren't we? Yeah.
No, we're bagging the crap. We're bagging the crap out of the GT4 car. The GT3
Oh, that's
car.
right. Yeah.
The GT3 is not too bad. The GT4 is a bit boaty.
Yeah. And this pack here has got a great little battle going on. God, we must be close to the white flag.
It's got to be getting close. There's 2.5 minutes left. So, I think we might have 2 more laps. Greg Barber's just opened up a little bit of a gap now, up to just under half a second.
Yeah. His Boylette just letting him have a dull sense of victory and then pounce on him.
Well, he doesn't want to push too early. He doesn't want to get past him and then have Greg
Have to
or give
fight and
Greg
hold
enough
on to it.
time to fight back.
He would have taken out a fair bit out of his tyres trying to fight this battle. And he probably wouldn't have enough to reply. Nice and close. Not the smoothest of tracks, is it?
No, there's quite a few bumps that you don't always see. Kyle Ridley's got up in front of Doddsy. Currently
Yep.
putting the pressure on Matty Keane.
Ray Oliver's back all the way up to 4th again.
Yeah, a bit of a quiet race from Ray, really.
Yeah.
Haven't seen too much of him tonight.
earlier that he's back up there.
He's got plenty of track space around him.
Have a look how close this is.
Oh, there's been contact, Boylette and Barber. Is around.
Oh, Dylan Gray's gone off. And
Take down the end of the back.
that was Matty Coon going off.
So what's happened here?
Can't really see. But
Oh, he's there. Oh, and Greg spun by himself.
yeah.
No, I don't know if there was.
I don't know. I think he might have.
Different camera angle.
I think he might have. Oh, Hughesy's towing. He's having a rough night. Oh, Hughesy's spilled out in front of him. What are you doing, Hughesy?
This is
Oh,
Greg.
that's Greg Barber.
So look to see if there is contact.
Just also keep an eye to see if the white flags come out.
Oh no, there
No,
was contact.
He's already locked it before he contacted him.
But then
Where are we at? We white flag it or what?
Oh, and there's a drive-through penalty for Boylett. He's been given a drive-through penalty for that. Contact on car 22. So Dylan Gray now has just effectively been handed the race win. That'll bring Ray Oliver up into second. Oh, Ray Oliver. My God.
Oh.
Ray Oliver. But Boylett will come in. Dylan Gray will hang on to the race win after he just about got taken out.
Whoa.
Rick Barber's recovered. He's in third place, which will effectively be second on track. And Lamb all over the back of it.
And it's Boylett's still at the front, so he's still got to serve his. Has he got the drive-through?
Yeah, he's been issued a black flag.
Yep, he's
He'll be
been
coming
issued a
in.
black flag. Adam Simpson, black flagged.
And this will be the final lap of the race, I want to say.
Oh, that's a tough one for Boylett. That's a tough one. Well, you got to make the move here or there. Sometimes it doesn't come off. Sometimes it does come off. There we go.
Wow, how has that happened?
Oh, well done, lad. So Boylett's gone through, done a black flag, served his penalty, and still come out in second. Well done. Well, we've got Dylan Gray. This must be the finish line now, is it?
Yeah, this will be the white flag now, so this will be coming up to the checkered flag. That's phenomenal. I can't believe he's come out ahead. I know Greg lost a lot of time having to get back on track and pointed the right way, but that is something else.
Yeah.
So we come up to the finish line, and it's going to be Dylan Gray, who I believe will be taking checkered flag. White flag.
Oh, no, it's the white flag.
So one more lap.
One more lap to go.
Wow,
we're going the full distance.
The official race time's a minute 33, so that's interesting.
Yeah. So it gives
Well, it gives Greg Barber a chance to get back to second.
yeah,
Matty clean up the inside.
Oh, nice space given. Well done.
Oh, a little nudge.
That is well done by Matty. Well done. That was good defending there by Matty Coon. Well, it's still not over, people. Dylan Gray's got 3 seconds on Boylett. Boylett has got 0.5 on Greg Barber. So the guys will be coming around the back. Here we go to the last few corners for the championship. Let's see the winner go across the line and say g'day. Dylan Gray, this will be his first podium, I believe.
Yeah, can neither confirm nor deny, actually.
I shouldn't say not his first podium, but first race.
Well,
Congratulations to Dylan Gray coming first, second coming Matty Broylette in third, Greg Barber, followed by Lambs and Kay Ridley.
I want to say Dylan won at Long Beach last week.
Oh, he might have. I wasn't doing Friday night, so I stand corrected.
I actually can't remember. I'm pretty sure he podiumed last week. Or it could have been Tuesday in the V8s. He won that race, perhaps.
In the amateurs, he did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
So yeah, you could be right there, Stephen. It could be his first race win in the GT3s.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Action-packed, incident-riddled. There'll be conversations going on well after this race, just like any good football match or soccer match.
Boys.
It looks like Nathan Garter's just trickled over spluttering as he's crossed the finish line.
The boys
Tyler
are race control. I think they're going to be in for a long one. Yeah, there's so much to unpack there. Race control towards the end there. I've got about 5 or 6 incidents there that they still need to review post-race.
Oh, Michael Lock's changed the logo. I like that new version of it. It's a bit easier and stands out a bit more. Wow. So it wasn't too bad. The lapped cars weren't that bad. It was lap from 19. Dylan Gray's doing his celebrating donuts. I think he needs some practice before he goes and does them at Winton with us in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, he's doing well. Yep. That's better. Yep. Yep. Well done, guys. Well done. What a tough night.
Absolutely crazy, eh, boys? Absolutely crazy. Yeah, horsepower.
Wow, that's a nice burn out there.
That's awesome. Absolutely loving it. They're quite nice liveries as well, actually.
Yeah, boys done well. Whew. Wow. Well, that was a hell of a race. I'm glad I made it in time for the race. Please don't forget our sponsors, Melville Equipment, Racecraft, Toyo Sim Rigs, Melville and Brown Tools, and Promo Department.
Alrighty, well, just to run through the race results now, they're all up there on screen. Dylan Gray first, Matthew Boylett second, Greg Barber third, Jason Lamb, Kyle Ridley, Matty Keane, Owen Dawson, Doug Gowans, Robbie Bradbury, Harry Dodds is your top 10. Oliver Sanderson, Hodgkinson, Pickett, Simpson, O'Loughlin, Chin, Gardner, Chief, Pavlovic to round out the 20. And then the final 7 cars, Michael Lock, Adam Hughes, Ridley, Killey, Murray, Edwards, Green, Johnston, and then we have Tyson Styles rounding out the 29th car. Tyson, of course, there, our RC. Alrighty, so we do have our drivers in the waiting room for us. I am going to turn my my racing off because the race control chat is going crazy.
Hello,
Mr. Barber, third place tonight, mate. It's been a very exciting race. Obviously, a great battle there towards the end.
Yeah.
Talk us through it from in the car, mate.
The end. There you go. Yeah, no, it should have been a win. Yeah, a bit disappointed, but pretty happy that it didn't all end in tears and come away with the podium. Still got a bit of a black cloud hanging over my head because I might have rolled back a little bit towards someone, but I'm not sure I actually hit anyone. So we'll see what race control says.
Yeah, we're just looking at the replay on screen now. You moved forward. You moved forward to avoid the first car. They still clipped you. I think that was Dylan Gray.
Right.
And then the rest of the cars got through you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like I was
fairly safely.
I didn't
They
actually
did have to
know.
move around you,
I was
but,
like,
you know,
if I stay here, I'm going to get hit. And I thought, so I've got VR. I'm in VR, so I can pretty easily look around and see who's coming. And yeah, as soon as I saw him coming, I stopped again. I don't know how it went down. So yeah, we'll let him work that out. He wants to have a chat to me in his chat.
Yeah.
So what happens, but yeah, shouldn't have been there.
Well, it was, you know what, tight racing for, I don't know how many laps it was for. You guys were just battling like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good battle with Jet. Really good battle with Jet. And then, I know this track that if you get a good exit off 4 in the last corner, it's hard to pass. So I was just driving to that. And I was probably a bit down on speed through 2 and 3 to make sure I got a good exit out of 4, and sort of same with the last chicane as well. I was kind of being really careful that I got a good drive off the corner every lap. But it was good. And look, I kind of knew what was going to happen towards the end of the race. Thought I left him enough room. Obviously, race control pinged him, but unfortunately, the drive-through wasn't enough for me to get back in front of him.
No, I don't know how he maintained that pace. He did really well.
That was phenomenal.
Stupid short Sandown pit lane, I think.
And obviously, it was looking like your teammate there, Adam Hughes, was in position for a good finish as well. Hard battling on track. It kind of all just fell apart towards the end there for Adam. Obviously you guys were in Discord together. There was a bit of communication on the restart.
Oh no. We don't play those. We don't play those sort of games.
He certainly got a good jump either way.
Look, I did let him know that I was going to go late, because I was at that point of the race. I can't remember that safety car or the one before, but I was actually a bit short on fuel after my stop. So I was trying to save fuel, and then on the safety car restarts, I was leaving it late because I was fuel saving all the way to the last point where I go. So there was a little bit of communication there. I did let him know that I was going to go late, and he obviously got a good run.
You did, and Hughes, did Hughes,
definitely. Well, mate, it was.
Is Stephen going to ask something?
Oh no, I was just going to say, did Hughes actually get a? Did he cross the control line before the boys or not?
Apparently not. No.
So very close.
So the control line is the first line. So we actually briefed that. Yeah.
That's good. Well, look, you know what, mate? That was an epic drive by you. I thought you might have lost your skill because you're working too hard, but you showed that you can still drive very well, mate.
Thanks, mate. Look forward to next week.
Yeah, 100%. Good luck.
Just lost the second half of that sentence.
Yeah, sorry. Just a quick shout out to Shunt Scenery, Jennifer Russell Real Estate, and Palmerston Bakery.
Look at that. That's a sign that he's had too many times in the podium, fellas. We don't have to ask him for the sponsors. He just goes ahead and does it.
I thought you were going to cut me off, so I thought I'd get him in there.
No, definitely not.
Another great performance from Greg Barber. He's having one hell of a season this year. Podium, 3rd place tonight. Many more to come, no doubt. We'll see you again next week, buddy.
Thanks, boys. Hooroo.
Yeah, thanks, Brendan. Cheers. Alrighty, we'll catch you later, Greg. Alrighty, we'll jump on to 2nd place now. We will drag in Maddie Boylett. Maddie, 2nd place tonight. It was a pretty intense battle there towards the end. Talk us through it from in the car, man.
Yeah, just trying to get the win as Jet had unlucky luck at T1 getting net coded and trying to go for the win, and then made a mistake, accidentally had Greg off, and then got the drive through, but luckily he was able to stay in 2nd after coming through from last.
He did really well, man, coming through a drive.
It was quite a phenomenal little exchange there. We saw you take.
I think we both confused him then. Ask a question again, Bruno.
Yeah, no. Just what you said. I was just pretty much getting the same question. It's like, how do you reckon you managed to do that drive-through and still come out in 2nd? That was phenomenal.
I think me and Greg pulled enough, or me and Greg, yeah, we pulled enough like a gap to P4, and then obviously the incident happened, and obviously put him back just far enough so I could get back into P2 after the drive-through.
Nice work, mate. Nice work.
Thanks.
Nice work. And it was tough battle between the two of you. Brendo and I were watching it, and it was that majority of that race. It was used to was sitting at about 2/10 apart. So you were pretty much. You probably couldn't even see his bumper. How close you were. How close did it feel like in the rig?
I wasn't. It was pretty close, but I had to pull out a few times to braking zones just in case I broke myself and ran out the back of him.
Yeah, I think Greg was worried more about you coming through the back.
Well, mate, it was certainly.
And getting a run on him on that main straight, and I think that's where he was sort of getting the gap back on you every time.
Yeah.
It was certainly exciting racing, that was for sure. Mate, it's obviously new to SW this season, doing quite well across a couple of series, or not new, but returning to SW this season. Doing quite well in the series. How are you finding just the racing in general, man, across all the league?
It's been pretty competitive. It's good racing. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, do you want to shout out to your sponsors, mate, and your buddies?
I'd like to thank Lodge Bros, NZ Performance, Wayne Bullet Mechanical, OKMS Photography, Majors Garage, JM Designs, and the team for helping.
Good job, mate. Good job. Your whole team did really well tonight. Bit unlucky for Jet. Could have possibly been two of you on the podium tonight.
Could have been a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
Well, good luck for the rest of the season, mate. Have a good night, and
Thank you.
get ready for next week.
Cheers.
Yeah, well, while Stephen's making a bit of a mistake there because there was two cars from the team on the podium. Our race winner tonight, Dylan Gray, in the Mercedes. Mate, it was a pretty hectic race throughout, but certainly action-packed towards the end. Talk us through the last sort of 10, 15 minutes from your point of view, man.
With that last safety car restart, we were in our Discord going, if we work all together, we can try and get a 1, 2, 3, and then we jinxed it, and then Jet had his next mode moment, turn 1, and then Boyle said to me, just let's go for the 1, 2. Jet probably won't get back in the race, so we just went hammered down, and that Jet, Matt and Greg just pulled their gap, and then I was going, okay, it's just me and Ray to just battle it out for third, and then all of a sudden coming over the hill into Dandy Road, I just see Greg sideways on the exit, and I went, oh, okay, so what? And Matt said they came together, so I went, oh, Matt's probably going to get a penalty for that. So I just went, hopefully we can still get a 1, 2. So we end up getting a 1, 2, which is the main thing. But it was unlucky for Jet because Jet was quick. Jet were going to come first. Matt was second, and hopefully I come top 5, not even on the podium.
Well, you did really well, mate. And just to give you a head up, Brendo, he wasn't in LMR last week. He was still driving in his own little branded in the V8s. So when did you join the LMR boys? During the week, was it?
I got asked by Jet this race after Supercars at Winton because of my drive back from pretty much dead last after turn 1 into the top 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Stephen wasn't here on Stephen wasn't here on Tuesday when you debuted the new car in the Viet Supercars.
Yeah. I was on track, mate.
Well, it was a good week because of 2 wins for the new team.
Yeah,
you
did a great job, mate. Great job.
Yeah, Stephen wouldn't have seen you on track. He was hanging out around the back.
I think I liked it.
The same thing.
Nothing. He's not going to
get the blue flag.
No, well, mate, it's certainly been a very successful week for you in the new team. Congratulations on 2 good drives, and obviously you've got the Viet Supercars again on Sunday. No doubt we'll see you up towards the pointy end in that field as well. But for now, mate, who do you need to thank?
Jen's got to kill me if I get these wrong. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, you screwed it up on Tuesday, so I'd expect you to have the list out by now.
I do have the list. I'm trying to find it.
You want us to stop and take a photo of the car so you can read off the car?
I got it in front of me. I got a top three, so that helps. Lodge Bros, NZ Performance, Wayne Bullet Mechanical, OKMS Photographics, Major Scourge, and MJM Designs. Hopefully, I got that right.
Oh, I don't know.
Dylan, how old are you?
19 under a month time.
19 under a month time. So you're 19, Jet is 14, and Boylette is 17. Is that correct?
I think so. I know Jet's younger than
That
me.
would make you guys the youngest team in our league across all series. And I tell you what, the way you guys are driving, you're going to be a very dominant force. So well done, mate. Good luck with the team, and all the best for Sunday.
Thank you. And also, if anyone wants to join the team, message Boylette or Jet on Facebook or Discord as well.
No worries. Good stuff, mate.
Oh, sneaks in a little plug there at the end. Well, hopefully, mate, I will. Hopefully, I'll see you again on Sunday night. Congratulations once again. That does bring to a conclusion our Friday night broadcast here. We'll get Toddy to throw up the results once more for your viewing pleasure. There we go. Oh, maybe the top 10, Toddy. There we go. Alrighty, so it has been a very exciting, interesting, action-packed, safety car-led race here from Sandown for round 5. I have been Brendan, and on behalf of Stephen and Toddy up in the booth, I'll let them say their final goodbyes as well. But it's been a pleasure bringing you this broadcast, and we'll see you again on Sunday for the V8s.
Have fun, stay safe, and thanks for joining us, guys.